Okay, stand by, Tyson, if you're listening back at the station. We're going to go here in 1 minute. 1 minute, so we'll begin our broadcast.
This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
This is Chambersburg Trojans basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Greencastle, Pennsylvania. I'm Gary Klein. Thanks for joining us tonight on Mid-Penn Broadcasting, and this is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils girls basketball. And tonight's game is being brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. By Summit Sports Medicine at Chambersburg and Wadesboro, Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. By Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. By Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Wadesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. By Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. By Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. By the Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports is at thesportspage.blog. By the United States Air Force, aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. By Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Wadesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-up hats, and so much more. By Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas in Chambersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. By Greencastle Notary Services, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. By Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. By Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coots, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle. By Blue Heron Events, from scratch catering, your full-service catering and events company. By Antrim Diesel Service, we're ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. By Clyde Tours, visit ClydeTours.net for complete tour schedule. And tonight's pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Wadesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 east of Main Street in Wadesboro. Hello again, everyone. We are about 14 minutes away from tip-off tonight here in Greencastle. It's the Greencastle Antrim Lady Blue Devils tonight, as they are going up against the Boiling Springs Bubblers for the second time this season. And Greencastle won the first match back on December the 14th, game that was played at Boiling Springs. And it was one of their more narrow victories of the year. Greencastle registered a 44-40 win over the Boiling Springs Bubblers. And in that game, Sage Wilhide had 20 points. Lydia Christ had 12. And the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils had to come from behind. They did prevail in the end by a score of 44-40. We will be coming back with more of tonight's pregame show and have a look at tonight's game when the Antrim Insurance pregame show continues after these messages on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement costs subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine day or night at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
The Chambersburg Trojans play here. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Greencastle Antrim High School as we get set for the start of tonight's game between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Boiling Springs Bubblers. And we mentioned that Greencastle Boiling Springs meeting up for the second time this year. 44-40 winner in that first game. However, it was not easy. Boiling Springs jumped out to a 12-4 first quarter lead. It was tied 19-19 at the half, and then Boiling Springs outscored Greencastle 14-4 in the third quarter to take a 10-point lead. But Greencastle came roaring back with 21 of their own in the fourth quarter for a 21-7 victory to come away with that 4-point win. Greencastle is undefeated in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. They are 7-0 overall. They are 10-3. Boiling Springs is 2-5 in the conference, 5-9 overall. And Greencastle has a two-game lead over Shippensburg in the division, and they are hosting Big Spring tonight. So it's Greencastle at 7-0, Shippensburg at 5-2, then Big Springs, James Buchanan are both 4-3. Boiling Springs and Northern at 2-5, and then Waynesboro at 0-6. In the Mid-Penn Commonwealth or Mid-Penn Colonial Division. So the Blue Devils could make some strides tonight with a victory here in Greencastle against the Boiling Springs Bubblers. The Blue Devils are currently the number 10 ranked team in District 3 5A rankings. They are ranked number 10. The top 14 go to the District 3 playoffs. And we'll be coming back with more on the Antrim Insurance pregame show after these messages on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sports page .blog.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollibar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle. Welcome back, everyone. Greencastle Antrim High School. You saw on your screen players being introduced here by PA announcer Dwight Bard, and we are about ready for basketball tonight. Pre-game show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, as we are about ready to tip off. Starting five there for Greencastle is Ashley True, Sage Wilhide, Lydia Christ, and also in the McKenna Razakowski in the starting lineup for Greencastle, along with Madison Schweitzer. And here we go, tipping off in Greencastle just after 7:30 p.m. Tonight. And the tap is going to be controlled by the Blue Devils, and that is Sage Wilhide with the ball. And it's going to be thrown cross court, knocked out of bounds by the Boiling Spring Bubblers. And Razakowski inbounding it for the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. And back over it comes. Back top of the circle is Wilhide out on the right side. Now the jumper is going to be up and in for Madison Schweitzer. And it is a 2-0 lead for the Blue Devils. And now the other way, Boiling Springs working the basketball out top of the circle. And they'll get the pass over to Erica Fink. And this is Fink, which who gets the basketball, puts it up. It is no good. And jumping in for the rebound is Schweitzer for Greencastle. She'll get it to Lydia Christ. And back over it comes And there's the shot going up that is off the mark for Wilhide. And the Bubblers with the rebound. And taking it the length of the court and throwing it out of bounds. It looks like, unless a Blue Devil touched it, it'll be Blue Devil ball. But that's not the case. It is going to be Boiling Springs. 6:46 to go, a 2-0 Greencastle lead here in the first quarter. And by the way, tomorrow's Gettysburg Showcase games have already been canceled. The Lady Blue Devils were scheduled to play Peckway tomorrow, but that game has been canceled with the impending weather. And working the basketball, that was Sage Wilhide, and it's going to be knocked away, but Schweitzer able to maintain control for the Blue Devils. Over to the corner it goes, and a three-point shot there is no good. It's going to be out of bounds, and the ball will belong to the Boiling Springs Bubblers. So the Bubblers are going right to left across your computer screen, iPhone screen, tablet, radio dial tonight, as the ball is off of the backboard, no good. Bouncing around, the rebound coming down to the Blue Devils, and they'll get the ball to the corner. That is Schweitzer. Schweitzer cross court to Rakoczewski. Rakoczewski puts up the two-pointer, and it rims out. Just would not go down for McKenna. And the Bubblers have the rebound. Still only 2 points on the board. 5:43 to go, first quarter. Shot is up, but a travel is called by the official. And the shot by Lexi Stauffer. But there was the infraction prior to that. And a timeout on the court with the score. Greencastle 2 and Boiling Springs nothing on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, 93.7 FM, WRGG, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
And that's Lydia Chris, top of the circle for the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils to Rakoczewski, and back it comes to Chris. Cross-court pass it goes, and Chris will get it back. Rakoczewski out on the right side. She drives the lane, bounce pass underneath, and it's up and in. Madison Schweitzer, I believe it was, with the two-pointer for Greencastle, and it is a 4-0 Blue Devil lead. And shot long distance going up out there from the Boiling Springs Bubblers that misses, and misses from Erica Fink. Blue Devils have the rebound, and Lydia Christ cross midcourt for Greencastle. Over right side, Rakoczewski. Back it comes now, left wing. And this is Christ, and she'll get it back to Schweitzer, who puts the shot up. This one is no good, out of bounds. And it's going to be Blue Devil basketball going out of bounds off the Boiling Springs Bubblers. 4-0, 4:28 to go here in the first quarter at Greencastle Antrim High School tonight. Happy you could join us on Mid-Penn Broadcasting at 93.7 FM, WRGG. And the inbound pass is on the way. That's Caitlin Brumball with the basketball, as Brumball will take it across the midcourt and get it over to Lexi Stauffer. Now underneath, the shot there is no good. And the rebound comes down to the Blue Devils. That's Lydia Christ with the basketball for Greencastle. Rakoczewski driving the lane. The layup is no good. And the ball is going to be saved nicely there by Erica Fink of the Bubblers. They'll take it the other way, but now they throw it away. The basketball goes out into the hall. And it's a turnover, and the ball will come back to the Blue Devils at the 3:53 mark of the first quarter, as Lydia Christ will bring it across midcourt for the Blue Devils, and she'll throw it to Rakoczewski. She'll put up the three, and it just wouldn't go. Rimmed out to the left of the basket. And down in the right corner now, back out top of the circle. This is Brumball underneath for the layup, and the Bubblers are on the board. Their first points of the night, a layup by Caitlin Brumball. And this is Christ out on the right side, down to the right corner now, and back over it comes. This is Schweitzer, and the Christ, they get the ball to her. She tries to get it underneath the Schweitzer, and it's thrown away as they chase the basketball game out the door into the hall here at Greencastle. 3:05 now in the first quarter, a 4-2 lead. And the ball is tapped away. Nice steal there by Rakoczewski. Right at midcourt, reached up, tapped it, right back to recover it. And this is Lydia Christ, and she'll get it to Rakoczewski. Now down to the quarter. The three-pointer there is no good from Sage Wilhide. And this will be Brumball for the Bubblers. She'll get it out at a three-pointer, and a good-looking shot there from Erica Fink gives the Bubblers a 5-4 lead. And now Greencastle, who will throw it over to Rakoczewski from the corner, and a three-pointer. Greencastle immediately answering on the Rakoczewski three. And there's the shot off the basket. It is no good. And now the other way, and the ball is out of bounds. And for Rakoczewski, that was her 14th three-pointer of the year. Couple of changes coming for Greencastle. Ashley True, Madison Schweitzer getting a breather. Jordan Yeager is into the ball game for Greencastle, along with Lauren Poole. And now it's going to be a turnover, and back to the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Down inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter tonight at Greencastle. And working it across midcourt and almost losing it is Brumball, Rakoczewski. And now she steals it again for the second time. And Rakoczewski, and they'll get it back out. Lydia Christ for the three, and it is good, as Lydia Christ nails the three for the Blue Devils, and that is her 17th three of the year. Other way for the three-point shot, misses. Rebound comes down to the Blue Devils, and Lydia Christ across midcourt to Rakoczewski out on the right side. And now back out it comes, and it's going to be a foul, and it looks like it's going to be on the Bubblers. It is, and this is the first foul of the ball game. And it's called on Boiling Springs, and it will be on number 32, Sydney Hemler. And the Blue Devils will inbound it under their own basket. They'll get it into Lydia Christ, and this is Rakoczewski on the right side. And cross-court pass to Christ. And the ball is batted around, knocked out of bounds. Who touched it last? It looks like Blue Devils did, so it'll be a turnover. And back to the Boiling Spring Bubblers. So now the Bubblers with the ball with 55 seconds to go. here in the first half as Broomball will get it over to Erica Fink, and Fink back to Jordan Jumper. And it's Jordan Jumper. Now right side, it'll come to Erica Fink. And down underneath to Jumper, back out, and the short shot there by Lexi Stauffer misses. Rebound comes down to the Blue Devils, who lead this one 10-5. Lydia Christ back to McKenna Rakoczewski, who puts up another three. And it is no good, but the Blue Devils there to pick up the rebound, Heidi Schanzenbacher. And the ball is taken away by Boiling Springs. Blue Devils turn it over again to the basket, and it is no good. And we do have a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on the Blue Devils. And it's going to be on Lydia Christ, her first, and the team's first. And it's going to send Sydney Hemler to the line for the Bubblers, and it rolls in for Sydney. And it is a 10-6 game. And the second shot on the way is good. And the Bubblers make it a one-possession game at 10-7. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds. Rakoczewski cannot get a shot off. Blue Devils not able to get the final shot off here to end the first quarter, and that's the way it ends. 10-7, Greencastle leads on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sports page .blog.
Words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Antrim High School as we head into the second quarter, and the ball there is taken away by the Blue Devils, and it's going to be Lydia Christ. Christ will get it back over to Rakoczewski. Rakoczewski, and back it comes off the front of the rim is no good. Rebound coming down to the Bubblers. And back again in the corner. And again, it goes to number 33, Erica Fink. And the loose basketball is going to be picked up by the Bubblers. And they'll put a shot up there. And it is no good. And the rebound comes down to the Blue Devils, a 10-7 Greencastle lead. Greencastle boys trailing Boiling Springs 16-14 after the first quarter in Boiling Springs tonight. So back it will come with the basketball is Erica Fink over to Jordan Jumper, and it's Fink. And Fink will work the basketball right up to Jumper, and it's Jumper and Erica Fink, and the ball goes out of bounds. And now working the basketball there. The shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. And it comes down to the Blue Devils. And this is Lydia Christ. And it's Christ. And back into the corner it comes and back out to True and to Lydia Christ. And the shot there is good. A three-pointer goes down for the Blue Devils, Sage Wilhide. And the Blue Devils have taken a 13-7 lead. That's their third three of the night. And this is top of the circle, and now back out to Sydney Hemler, who puts a shot up that's short, and the ball rolls out of bounds. 5:25 to go, first quarter, quarter number 2. And the ball is knocked away by to Jordan Jumper. And it's Jumper now over to the corner. And back across court it comes. That's Jordan Jumper again. And to Erica Fink. And now underneath, the shot is short. And the rebound coming down to the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, and it's Chris. And she'll work it over to Schweitzer. Back out, three-point attempt there. Lydia Christ is no good. And the Blue Devils unable to score. And it's Boiling Springs now with the basketball over into the right corner. Erica Fink. And Fink, and back out Ashlyn Yoakum, and Yoakum's shot is no good. And Sage Wilhide has the rebound for the Blue Devils. Back to Lydia Christ. Cross court it comes, three-pointer outside is no good for Schatzenbacher. And here come the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Three-pointer, top of the circle, no. And Heidi Schatzenbacher with the rebound for Greencastle. They work the ball underneath, and there is the short shot going down for Ashley True. And the timeout called, Boiling Springs, 3:59 to go first half. It's Greencastle 15 and Boiling Springs 7 on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sports page .blog.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Gary Klein back here at Greencastle Antrim High School, where the Greencastle Blue Devils lead this one by a score of 15-7. And working the ball, the Boiling Springs Bubblers in the corner. And bringing it out of the corner, I can finally see Caitlin Broomball. Now the other way, the three-pointer, high arcing tray. And it's good. Ashlyn Yoakum with the three-pointer. And that makes it a 5-point ball game at 15-10. And left corner it goes. Now back top of the circle. Right side. And the shot there is good. A three-pointer for the Blue Devils, Heidi Schatzenbacher. And this is an 18-10 Greencastle lead. The ball goes out of bounds. Blue Devils with 4 threes on the night. and lead this one 18-10. Now back over it comes to the corner and underneath, and the shot is no good. The rebound coming down to the Blue Devils. Sage Wilhide there to get it to Lydia Christ. And Christ will get it over to Ashley True. And now we have a foul that's going to be called. It looks like on the Boiling Springs Bubblers. And it's going to be called on number 13, Caitlin Brumball. And now to inbound and out top of the circle is Lydia Christ. It is no good. And the second shot is up and no good. And the rebound coming down to the Bubblers. And they'll work it back over. Brumball for the three is no good. Blue Devils rebound, but falling to the floor is Lauren Poole. And it's going to be a turnover, and back it comes to the Boiling Springs Bubblers with 2:13 to go until halftime. .213 to halftime, and to the basket underneath, and that shot is no good from the Blue Devils' Lauren Poole. And back it comes to Boiling Springs, and Brumball will make a move toward the basket, and the underhanded layup is no good. Fight on the floor for the basketball, and the travel is going to be called on the Bubblers. And it'll be Greencastle basketball under the Bubblers basket with 1:50 to go in the first half. As the Blue Devils work the ball up court. And going to the basket is Schatzenbacher for Greencastle, and it's Christ from outside. It rims out. And the rebound coming down to Boiling Springs. And in the corner it goes number 12 or 13 Brumball. And we've got a whistle. It appears it's going to be on the Bubblers. Big game going on in Waynesboro tonight. Waynesboro boys and Northern. And we'll try to bring you up to date on what's happening there and all the scores at halftime tonight from around the area. As the ball comes into Jordan Jumper, and Jumper is in for the layup, and it's good. And it's an 18-12 Greencastle lead. And now from outside, there's a three, and it's good. That is Sage Wilhide with her second three of the night. And the 21-12 lead, the biggest of the night for the Blue Devils. And the shot missing from Brumball. And this is the Blue Devils with the rebound, Schatzenbacher. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it was going to be knocked out by Boiling Springs. Sage Wilhide to inbound it for the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. Down to 33 seconds to go here in the first half at Greencastle. And left side to Schatzenbacher to Christ. As the Blue Devils chewing up some time here, getting the clock down to 17 seconds. And now it comes to Lydia Christ. And they lose the basketball. And here come the Bubblers the other way to the basket. And the layup is no good. But the Bubblers get the rebound on the missed shot. But that is the end of the first half tonight here in Greencastle. With the score, Greencastle 21, Boiling Springs 12 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog. and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of Open Mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on Open Mic at Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Welcome back. Halftime show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Mercersburg, Chambersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. And we start off with a little good news for the Greencastle girls. First, They are winning 21-12 at the half. And secondly, Shippensburg, the second-place team, has already lost for their third loss. They lose to Big Spring tonight by a score of 39-32. So that means with a win tonight, the Blue Devils will increase their lead in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division to 3 games. In the Mid-Penn Colonial if they can hang on and win tonight. Not very good news to report out of Boiling Springs, however. A really rough second quarter for the Blue Devils, and they are losing to Boiling Springs tonight by a score of 38-19. So the boys are down 19 points at the half tonight in Boiling Springs. And we're just going to see if we can get an update. Waynesboro and Northern in the second quarter, they are tied at 19, and they are nearing the end of the first half in that one. So it is 19-all Waynesboro and Northern, a game that could decide the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division title. Time will tell. We will be back with more on the Antrim Insurance Halftime Report after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sports page .blog, 93.7 FM, WRGG, and WRGG.org.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit AntrimInsurancePA.com.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollabar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Underway here in the third quarter in Greencastle tonight. Halftime report brought to you by Antrim Insurance. Blue Devils with the basketball as they now go left to right across your radio dial and computer screen tonight as the Blue Devils will turn the ball over. It'll go back to the Boiling Springs Bubblers. WRGG, LPFM, Greencastle. And this is the Bubblers with the basketball. Greencastle with a 21-12 lead here at halftime. And we mentioned the boys on the short end of a 38-19 score tonight at Boiling Springs. And Bubbler girls within 9 of the Blue Devils. Remember, this was a 4-point game the last time, and Greencastle trailed by 10 at the end of the third quarter. Still managed to come back and win it. And this is Lydia Christ. And she'll get it over to Sage Wilhide and McKenna Razacheski. And over it comes again to Wilhide. Lydia Christ with the jumper there. It is no good and out of bounds. Lydia Christ leads the Blue Devils 9.1 points per game for Lydia. And that's the best on the Blue Devils. Coming in underneath, and the layup there is no good. And the Blue Devils right there to get the rebound, Schweitzer. And that's Wilhide. Back to Chris, now over left side it comes underneath, and that shot is up and in for Madison Schweitzer. I now have Madison with 6 points on the night for the Blue Devils. And outside, and that shot misses from Sydney Hebler. And Razacheski underneath, and the shot is good as she passed to Ashley True, and Ashley is fouled. And for the first time tonight, the Blue Devils are at the foul line, and only the second time in the game overall. There were hardly any fouls whatsoever in the first half. Here in the second, the Blue Devils have 3, and the Bubblers 1. True tries to make this a 3-point play, and she does. And the Blue Devils now have a 14-point lead at 26-12. Erica Fink with the basketball. And going in for the underhanded layup, that was Caitlin Brumball. And to the line is Brumball as the Blue Devils commit the foul. And they haven't posted yet who the foul was on. And the first one coming from Brumball is off the back of the glass. No good. It looks like they're looking to the official now at the scorer's table to try to figure who it was on. Second one is coming. And that one rims out, and the rebound comes down to the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. And into the corner it comes, and the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Or knocked, excuse me, to the Bubblers. Jordan Jumper with the basketball. Now this is Caitlin Brumball. And the shot there is no good. Erica Fink, Blue Devils rebound. Lydia Christ to bring it across midcourt. Down in the corner, that is Sage Wilhide. And back out it comes to Chris. Cross court to Razacheski. underneath, and the shot there misses for Ashley Truitt. It's tapped into the hands of the Boiling Springs Bubblers, Caitlin Brumball, and working underneath, and the shot there, the layup is no good from Erica Fink, and we're down to 4:20 to go. It is a 26-12 game. Boiling Springs yet to be on the board. Greencastle is another three from Lydia Chris. Her second three of the night. And the Blue Devils have opened this one up. They lead 29-12. 4:08 remaining in the third quarter. Timeout on the court on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the SportsPage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org. To choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle. Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg. Welcome back, everyone, here to Greencastle. As the Bubblers with the basketball down by 17 at 29-12 to Greencastle. That is Jordan Jumper. And Jumper will get it to Caitlin Brumball. Now down, the three-point attempt is short from Ashlyn Yoakum. And the get the pass underneath. What's no good. Follow-up right there to put it in is Ashley True. And Ashley has 6. And the Blue Devils lead this one 31-12. And the three-pointer outside. And finally, the Bubblers are on the board in the third quarter, second tray of the night for Erica Fink. And the Blue Devil lead is shaved to 16. And this is Wilhide. Wilhide will get it left side to Chris. Chris comes into the paint. Nice pass off. True shot, no good. Follow-up Chris is no good. But Lydia draws the foul underneath and will go to the line. And Lydia, the best foul shooter on the Blue Devils, 68.7. She's 22 of 32 this year, and she's got that one. And the second one for the Blue Devil senior, and it is no good and out of bounds at the 3:02 mark of the third quarter. And Bubblers going left to right. And with the ball, that is Jumper. And Jordan Jumper is going underneath now. We'll get it back out. And across court it comes underneath. And we have a whistle, and let's see. A travel. You saw the referees had to confer. The whistle blew, but I don't think they knew what the call was, and it comes up as a travel. So it'll be Blue Devil basketball. Wilhide will get it across the midcourt. She's being double-teamed. And now the referee says that number 5, Ashlyn Yoakum, stepped out of bounds right in front of our table there. So it is Razacheski to inbound it for Greencastle. It goes into Lydia Christ. And now a bounce pass over again. This is Christ in the corner. Razacheski Back out, Chris for the three. She misses, and the rebound comes to McKenna Razacheski underneath. And the two-pointer is good. Jordan Yeager. Nice underhanded shot there for Yeager. And now this is Yoakum the other way. It's going to be a jump ball, and that possession is to the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Lauren Poole checks into the game for Greencastle. Ashley True checks out. Ashley's had a nice night, 6 points. And the high arcing shot is good. And I believe that, and yes, number 5 in the quarter. Ashley Yoakum with her second three of the night. 16-point Blue Devil lead. And we have a foul at the Bubblers' end. It's going to be on Boiling Springs. That's going to be their third team foul. And it will be the second of the night on Caitlin Brumbaugh. So now Wilhide goes out, and checking in to the game is Heidi Schatzenbacher. And the ball out on the left side. That is Razacheski now underneath. Back out it comes. McKenna Razacheski for the three. Back of the glass. No good. Bubblers rebound. The Jordan jumper. And this is Yoakum with the basketball. Saving it from going back court was Jordan jumper. And now the pass underneath. Back out it comes for the Bubblers. We're down to a minute 19 in the fourth quarter. Driving to the basket. The layup is no good for Sydney Hemler. But Hemler is fouled. And we'll wait to see. It's number 22, Lydia Christ. That is her second and the Blue Devils' third team foul here in the second half. And it sends Hemler to the line. And she's got the first one, Sydney Hemler. And the second one on the way now from Hemler. And she's got that one, has both ends of it. Down to a 14-point Greencastle lead. Their biggest of the night was 19. Boiling Springs off to a slow start in the quarter, but bounce back with some points here in the second half of the third quarter. And the ball almost out of bounds. Nice save there by Razacheski. And to Lydia Christ. And this is Christ again. And Razacheski out on the right wing. Now she'll come in. And underneath. And the shot there is good. Jordan Yeager gets the shot up right under the basket. And the Blue Devil lead is back to 16 at 36-20. And the Bubblers have called time. We'll take time on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network. Greencastle leads at 36-20 on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 and WRGG.org. Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all three locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Greencastle Antrim High School. Gary Klein, Bernie Stanilossi running the camera tonight for Mid-Penn Broadcasting. As 29 ticks of the clock remain in the third quarter. And the Boiling Springs Bubblers will inbound the ball from midcourt. It is Erica Fink who gets it into Caitlin Brumbaugh. And now the shot, top of the arc there, is no good for Fink. And the Blue Devils come away with the rebound. 15 seconds to go. Lydia Chris between the circles. And they get it back over to Chris. Chris comes in, drives the lane underneath. Misses the layup. Rebound comes to the Bubblers. A 1.7 second shot is up and no good. And that is the end of the third quarter tonight here in Greencastle with the score. Greencastle 36 and Boiling Springs 20. F&M Trust Sports Network on Mid-Penn Broadcasting, the sports page, 93.7 WRGG and WRGG.org.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of Open Mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of Acapella and Unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on Open Mic at Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060. Blue Devils with the basketball as we start the third quarter, but the Bubblers take it away. And that is Jordan Jumper with the steal, and she forces a foul on the Blue Devils to start the third quarter here. And the foul will be called on Greencastle's Lydia Christ, and that's going to be Lydia's third of the night. Not very good news to report from the boys' game tonight. They trail Boiling Springs 60-34 at the end of the third quarter tonight. And we have a timeout called by the Blue Devils right away here with 7:38 to go in the ball game tonight. And the Blue Devils on top by a score of 36-20. And this update is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. And again, Shippensburg has lost tonight, so if the Blue Devils hold on, they are going to have a 3-game lead in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Three-pointer outside from Yoakum is no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, which means it's Greencastle basketball. 36-20 ball game, 16-point Blue Devil lead. And the Blue Devils with Lydia Christ, and Christ down to the corner. Three-pointer ribs out for Sage Wilhide, but the Blue Devils get the rebound. Razacheski on the right side. She'll get it back to Wilhide and back to Razacheski, who is double covered and gets out of it and throws to the Blue Devils. Ashley True shot misses, and now the Blue Devils almost came up with the steal, but the Bubblers with the ball at mid-court, and Broomball out on the right side, and Broomball will work it to Hemler. And back out it comes. This is Jordan Jumper, and the Bubblers not in any hurry here with Erica Fink. 6.5 minutes to go in the game tonight. 3-point shot outside, and it sticks behind the basket. I think I saw that the other night at State College. There, Bertie's got a good shot of it. Look at that. The ball is literally stuck right behind the basket at the billboard, and there they knock it down, get another basketball as it is knocked down by Ashley True. And I've always said if you tried to do that, you would never do it. You could be here all day and try to put a basketball to get stuck right at the top of the basket, between the basket and the glass. And, geez, I've seen it twice this week. And coming in underneath, and the shot there is it's going to be out of bounds. And see, it will be Boiling Springs basketball. They've called a foul on the Blue Devils, and it is, as the three-pointer goes up, it's no good. Foul on the Blue Devils was on Madison Schweitzer. Underneath for the Blue Devils, Radzichewski misses. True misses once and twice, and the rebound comes down to the Boiling Springs Bubblers, going left to right across your screen here tonight. And Radio Dow. And back over it comes. And they get it to Brumbaugh. Underhanded layup, misses, and it falls right into the hands of Chris, but she immediately loses it. And going in to try for the layup is Yoakum off of a pass from Jordan Jumper that is no good. And the Blue Devils foul again. So Greencastle, that will be their sixth foul. They have not posted the guilty party on the board, though. And down in the corner it goes. Now between the circles, Erica Fink. And Fink will get it underneath, and the shot there is good, but I think they've called the charge. The charge has been called after the shot went down for Hemler. So it will be Blue Devil basketball on the offensive foul with 5 minutes remaining in the ballgame. And this Sage Wilhide gets it across court. And almost intercepted there, but Radzichewski able to recover and come up with the ball. Radzichewski on the right side. And down into the left corner it goes now to Schweitzer. Back out. They'll get it to Radzichewski on the right side. Double coverage of Radzichewski. And the shot Wilhide is up. It's a two-pointer, but it's no good. And the rebound comes down to the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Blue Devils a little bit cold here in the fourth quarter. And the loose basketball on the court picked up by Greencastle. Ashley True was right there to get it for the Blue Devils. And they bounce it over to Sage Wilhide. Cross court to Radzichewski, who comes into the paint. Underhanded layup is no good. And the Bubblers come away with the rebound, but Radzichewski steals it, scores, and is fouled. So Radzichewski immediately made up for it. She stole the ball back, went to the hoop for the two, and drew a foul. She now has 5 points on the night and will go to the line. 23 of 41 from the foul line, but before she gets an opportunity to shoot, the Boiling Springs Bubblers call time, and we'll take time on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844 844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Just under 4 minutes, and the Blue Devils with a 18-point lead over the Boiling Springs Bubblers, and Razacheski at the line, and she'll try to make it a 19-point lead, which would match the Blue Devils' largest of the night. And the shot on the way from McKenna, and it is no good. Rebound comes down to the Boiling Springs Bubblers. 3:55 to go in the ball game. Brumball will get it off, and now that's Yoakum. Goes back to Brumball. Brumball looking for help. She finds Yoakum, and it's going to be a foul on the baseline on the Blue Devils, and this will put the Boiling Springs Bubblers into the bonus, as the foul was on the Blue Devils. Number 11, Ashley True, her second. And at the line is Ashley Yoakum, and she's got it. Shot is good. And the second one going up tonight for Yoakum. And that shot is good. Nice looking shot there with a high arc from Yoakum. And the Blue Devils will inbound the basketball under their Webblers basket with a 16-point lead. Razacheski, and she'll get it down to Wilhide. Wilhide tries to get it underneath, and the shot there is good. It goes down for Madison Schweitzer, who has 8. The ball actually deflected off of a Boiling Springs player, and then right to Schweitzer. Missing at that end is the Bubblers now driving the lane, putting a shot up, and it is very short there for Sydney Hebler. Blue Devils have it back. They get it to Razacheski on the right side. Back now, top of the circle, it goes to Lydia Christ. And Christ with the bounce pass over to Sage Wilhide. Underneath, Razacheski shot, no good. And the Bubblers, Ashlyn Yoakum has the rebound, and she'll get it to Katrin Yoakum. And the shot there is up and no good from Katrin Yoakum. And the Blue Devils have it with Lydia Christ. 2.5 minutes to go in this one. That is Razacheski on the outside. Now down to the corner. It goes back out top of the circle to Razacheski. And looking over on the right side to True. Blue Devils in no hurry, of course. We're down to 2:13 remaining in this basketball game. And Razacheski will pass it off to Schweitzer. Blue Devils continue here to stall, and they throw it away. It bounced off of Lydia Christ and out of bounds. And we're at even 2 minutes to go in this one. And the Blue Devils well in hand with a 18-point lead at 40-22. And driving in, baseline shot is up and no good from the Bubblers Brumball. And Sage Wilhide to Lydia Christ. Back out it comes to Wilhide. Wilhide will find Schweitzer. She drives to the basket. It's no good. But the whistle blows and she draws the foul. And will go to the line as the foul on the Bubblers. That is their 7th team foul. And it's the 3rd one of the night on the Bubblers, Lexi Stauffer. And the shot is perfect there from Schweitzer. And the second one is on the way. And that one is no good. And the rebound comes down and is thrown out of bounds. And a timeout is called with the score. Greencastle 41, Boiling Springs 22 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
And this is Yoakum with the basketball for Boiling Springs. And now driving to the lane. That shot is up and no good from Jordan Jumper. And we're down to 1:13 to go. And outside, and the three-point attempt by the Blue Devils, no good. And that's 33 that I do not have on my roster. And the Bubblers underneath, and the ball is loose. And to the foul line. Foul was on the Blue Devils, the first of the night on Jordan Yeager. And the Bubblers at the line, and the shot is up and no good for Lexi Stauffer. And the Blue Devils bring it across midcourt with 50 seconds to go. And they'll work the ball back out, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Blue Devils. And the Bubblers, Ashlyn Yoakum, will inbound it. 38 seconds. That's Stauffer. Now back over, shot from outside, misses from Ashlyn Yoakum. And looks like two players down. It looks like Lexi Stauffer in quite a bit of pain there, as she went down along with the Blue Devils, Jenna Powell, pretty good on the floor there. But she appears to be okay. Inside of 30 seconds, the Blue Devils with a 19-point lead, Avery Park. And she got it to Jenna Powell. And now the pass underneath. And the layup is no good. Lauren Poole, and does go down then. I think it was Poole that eventually got the shot, number 30 for Greencastle. And back out, shot with 2 seconds to go is no good. That's the ball game. Greencastle wins it here tonight, 43-22. We'll be back with a look at the statistics in tonight's game, along with some scores from around the area on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, 93.7 FM, WRGG, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in June at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic at Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back inside of Greencastle Antrim High School, where the Lady Blue Devils come up big tonight and defeat Boiling Springs by a score of 43-22. And that, coupled with the Shippensburg girls' 39-22 loss tonight at the hands of the Boiling Springs Bubblers, means the Blue Devils are now 8-0 and also have a 3-game lead in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division and go to 11 wins and 3 losses overall on the season. The news not so good for the Greencastle boys whatsoever tonight, as they lose their ball game at Northern by a score of 74-50. It was 38-19 at the half, and 74-50 ended up the final score at Boiling Springs tonight. And Northern York in boys basketball in a huge game of Waynesboro. At last report, they led Waynesboro 51-42 with about 11 minutes remaining in the ball game. A 51-42 lead for the Northern Polar Bears. And we'll check to see if we possibly have a final update on that ball game in Waynesboro tonight. As we said, it was a lead, but nothing else has been reported to this moment, but a pretty good lead for the Northern Polar Bears. Let's take a look at the stats tonight. First of all, for the winning Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, McKenna Razacheski, 5 points on the night. Ashley True with 8. Heidi Schatzenbacher with 2. Sage Wilhide with 6. It was Liddy Chris tonight with 7. Madison Schweitzer led the Blue Devils with 9. Lauren Poole with 2. And Jordan Yeager with 4. Some pretty balanced scoring up and down the lineup tonight for Greencastle. And for the losing Boiling Springs Bubblers, they got 8 points out of Ashlyn Yoakum tonight. Also 2 points from Caitlin Brumball. Another 2 that was from Hebler, who had 2 points tonight. And then we had 8 points, 3, 6, 7, 8 from Erica Funk to round out the scoring for the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Again, our final score tonight here is Greencastle 43 and Big Spring 22. Tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, and our next broadcast of Blue Devil basketball will be the Blue Devil boys when they travel to Big Spring on Tuesday night to take on the Big Spring Bulldogs. Pre-game show at 7:15 and tip-off at 7:30. From Big Spring on Tuesday night. Operating the camera tonight has been Bernie Stanalosi. And tonight's game on Mid-Penn Broadcasting has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. Post-game show tonight has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and the Maryland areas by Summit Sports Medicine of Chambersburg and Waynesboro, Franklin County Visitors Bureau, Keystone Ford, Del Martin Incorporated, Shippensburg Physical Therapy, Greencastle Eye Care Center, Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, the Sports Page, the United States Air Force, Olympian Athletics, Mondor Pharmacy, Greencastle Notary Services, Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, Horace Mann, Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, Antrim Diesel Service, and by Clyde Tours. For Bernie Stanalosi and the entire Mid-Penn Broadcasting team, I'm Gary Clyde, thanking you for joining us tonight. Once again, the final score, Greencastle 43, Whaling Springs 22. Good night, everyone.